Sam Whispers channel. I have been absent for such a long time. Yeah, I would imagine possibly 7 years, six years maybe, since I last uploaded a video. The reason for that being, well, there's so many reasons, which I'll get into later. But I thought I'd start off with just saying that the reason I'm uploading is because I'm obviously still getting quite a lot of comments and sort of messages asking where I have gone and hoping that I'm okay. And although I reply to some of them every now and again, I just thought I'd upload and just let you know that everything's absolutely fine. Obviously, this is probably going to be a bit of a shaky video because I'm actually filming on my iPhone today. I used to have the whole setup with microphone and camera and things, not anything expensive, especially not the direction that ASMR went in the end. But yeah, it would have been better quality than this, but yeah, this will do today, just because it's an update. But yeah, that would probably be why I stopped making videos for such a long time, because ASMR was just getting really mainstream, and it was so quiet when I first started. I mean, there were a handful of people making videos, and then I joined, and then after first of all, everyone thought it was super weird, and it was quite a niche community, but then it just blew up, and people started making videos, and it was just so technical, and green screens, and all these different cool techniques, and I am not tech savvy, and so I think I just decided that instead of trying to continue making videos and trying to keep up with how things were going, in terms of the quality of videos and things like that, I ended up, sorry, I'm just going to hold you a little differently. I ended up just taking a step back, really, because I felt like I didn't want to compete in that sense. I didn't want to get green screens, and it was always something I did just for me, to try and give back to a community that gave me so much. And when it became mainstream and lots of people were making videos, I was getting a lot of comments sort of saying, oh, you know, the sound's not that great, or the video's a little blurry, and I never did it as a job. I got monetized, but I never had a Patreon or anything, and I didn't want to do that. So it was never a job for me. It was something I did to give back to a community that I adored. And so, yeah. And then, of course, there was loads of other reasons too. I mean, life got crazy busy. I now have 3 children. So my house, the youngest is 1.5. So my house is never quiet. And then we purchased a house. I live in France. So we purchased a house in the countryside, which we've been renovating for the last 2.5 years. And that has been, well, so that was a change from the city, because the city was loud where I lived, and then we moved to the country, but then we've been renovating, so that's been really loud. I mean, as we speak, we've got 5 people putting a new facade on the outside of our house, so it's still not quiet. And then having lots of little legs running around the house, and yeah, it's just been crazy busy. So, but I've always kept my interest in the community. I still watch videos, goodness me. I still need them to go to sleep. I still, follow my favourites and watch new artists, along with all kinds of videos that I now watch. To be honest, even like the serial killer ones put me to sleep, which sounds completely psychotic, but I don't think I'm the only one. But I'll watch all of those videos, serial killers, things like that, and that puts me to sleep. I just need noise. My husband got me noise cancelling earphones when I've broken 2 pairs of them because I sleep in them, and because I can't wear the AirPods or see, there's someone out there now making noise. I can't wear them in my ears because if I fall asleep on them, they end up really hurting the inside of my ears. So I have to have the proper, casket ones. And I end up sleeping on them. They end up breaking. They don't have much of a life with me. But yeah, so will I start making videos again? I would love to. I think I got a little bit freaked out because there were a couple of times when I'd be out, back when I didn't have so many children, and we'd go out for a dinner or we'd go for drinks in a local pub that we used to go to. Please excuse the noise. And you see, that's why I can't really make videos right now. And I got recognised a few times, and in France as well, so I always kind of thought I was a little safer being here and that the French wouldn't really watch it, but there's such a large community of English people where I live. And so 2 or 3 times I was pulled aside, and nicely too, and really respectfully actually. One of the guys actually hadn't watched me, but his friend in London used to have my videos on in the background while she studied. And I thought that was really sweet. And he's like, don't worry, I won't tell anyone what you do. Because I didn't... That's the hard thing, isn't it? You put something out there and people are going to find things out and try and find you and figure out where you live and look for your Facebook and things like that. And so it just... And then when it happened again, and then a third time, it got very uncomfortable. And there was a really nice boy actually, but we'd been out and we'd been to a party, that we'd been out in town. It was the Fête de la Musique. And then we'd been hanging out with these boys, all night. And then, I say all night, but the evening. And then he said, at the end of the evening, he said, I know who you are, by the way. And I said, what do you mean? And he's like, I've watched your videos. And I was like, sugar. I was like, oh, cool. I don't know, I was very happy with my virtual life and my real life being 2 separate things, and having the 2 come together was strange for me. And then the nail in the coffin was a good friend of mine went back to England on holiday, couldn't sleep, and then stumbled across our beautiful community. And he came across my video that I did years ago, oh my gosh, 10 years, of Minty the Bear, the Minty the Bear ASMR massage video. And he was like, what? I mean, he was like, he thought it was cool because obviously he really liked ASMR, but at the same time he was like, that's so weird because I've been in your house and I know you so well and I never knew this side to you. So, yeah, that was just strange. So I stopped. And I was really sad that I stopped, and I would love to continue if I could. I just have no idea about setting up again. Maybe I will. I'd like to. I think I'll probably start off with just doing a couple of, like, it depends how this turns out, but a couple of these sort of soft-spoken, whispery vlogs, if that's something that you'd be interested in listening to. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just see what my feedback is from this, if it even uploads. Who knows? I've never done it from a phone. I had the whole. Oh, sorry, my tea. I can't reach it. I had the whole setup all on my computer last time, and I don't have any of that now. I've still got the camera, and I've still got the microphone. And none. It'll be over a decade old. So I don't know how. I know loads of people use iPhones and stuff, but is the quality good enough to do? I don't think I'll be doing ASMR videos anymore, but I think like soft-spoken chats, because I could fall asleep to this, and that was always my goal when I made videos. I said it in previous videos before, if you've watched them, but like when I got pregnant with my firstborn, I couldn't sleep and I had really bad insomnia. Sorry, it's always Halloween in my house, even though it's now March. My 4-year-old has a imaginary friend called Scary Halloween who lives under my bed. Although Scary Halloween is 6 and he's nice, and he's now actually moved from under my bed and lives on an island apparently. But if ever anything's broken or missing, it's Scary Halloween apparently. Super creepy. But yeah, as I said before, my intention was always to give back to a community that I used often. And I can fall asleep. I just need noise. I need someone to talk. Joe Rogan podcasts have been amazing for that. The boring ones. But the problem is you stumble across an amazing one like Paul Stamets, and then you can't go to sleep, can you? Because it's just so interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted you to know that I was okay and very happy. And if you were interested in, sort of an old school, softly spoken ramble video, obviously longer than the 13 minutes-ish this is going to be, then let me know and I'll make one. Yeah, I hope everyone's well. I'm sorry that I did stop making videos. And yeah, I hope you're all well too.